McKinney real estate is booming, but should you really buy here? Well, let's find out. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about Dallas, Texas, then make sure to subscribe below, click the bell notifications so you're the first to know the market update in Dallas, Texas. My name is Daniel. I'm a realtor and a loan officer. And if you're thinking of moving in a few weeks, a few months, or a year down the line, feel free to call, text, email, whatever you prefer. I'm happy to help you move to Dallas, Texas. So maybe you're thinking about moving to McKinney, Texas. Well, I'm going to show you what it's like. So let's pull up Google Maps and get right to it. All right, so here we are in Google Maps, and as you can see here, McKinney is kind of a size of like a square. That's kind of what it's like, right? Or you can even say like a circle, whatever you want to call it. But that's kind of what the size of McKinney is like. And when it comes with the residents here, we have about 220,000 people here in McKinney, Texas. So there are a lot of people that live inside McKinney, all in this area right here. So that's a lot of people, as you can see. And if we're talking about from, let's say, for example, McKinney up to, let's say we want to go from McKinney down to DFW Airport. You're just going to take 121 down and get to DFW Airport. And that's going to be roughly about 30 minutes, which is also roughly about 30 miles. That's, of course, having to take this toll of 121 all the way down. That's going to cost you roughly just an estimate of about $5 or so to get one way. And so that's kind of the distance of McKinney to the DFW Airport. Now, of course, if you live up here in this area, like North McKinney, then it's going to take you an extra like 10 minutes. So we're talking about possibly like 40 minutes or so, give or take, right? As long as there's no traffic on the 121. Now, let's say you want to go to Love Field Airport down here, then you're going to obviously have to take these toll, and then you get there, and that's going to take you roughly about 35 minutes, which is similar, about 30 miles or so. So that's kind of, it's, you know, basically about the same, 35 minutes, 30 miles. And that's going to take you to the domestic airport, Love Field Airport. Now, of course, again, same thing if you live north, and it's going to take you a bit more time because you live further away. Now, let's say you want to go to downtown Dallas, which is down right here, then you don't have to take the toll, well, unless you live right here at the border. But usually people will just take the 75 all the way down because this is not a toll, and this is going to take you about 40 minutes without traffic. Of course, if there is traffic, then it's going to take you longer, and then 30 miles. It's about 30 miles. And so distance wise, it's not too bad. A lot of the places that you're thinking of like going to from McKinney, it's going to take you about 30-40 minutes, and a lot of it is going to be the toll here, because you got toll 121, you got toll over here, and then, you know, it just, that's basically pretty much it. If you want to go Plano, then of course all you got to do is go straight down 75. So this is cool because this is not a toll. So you got access to 121 and 75 while you live in McKinney. Now, if you live in the north side of McKinney, which is up here, the north side of McKinney, then you got the 380, which not a lot of things to do really, but people will access it because of course they live up there. But basically, to get to a lot of places, you're going to have to go take the toll and then 75 down here. So those are kind of your access points in McKinney, Texas, and how long it takes to get to DFW Airport, Love Field Airport, as well as downtown. Now, what about the cities nearby McKinney? You have here, neighboring McKinney is Frisco, right there. So a lot of things to do in Frisco. And they got right here Stonebriar Mall right here. They got Legacy West over here. So a lot of things to do in this area. And I think a lot of people in McKinney will go to these areas to kind of hang out. You also have Allen Premium Outlets over here. So that's pretty cool because you got Allen, which is just south of McKinney. So you got Frisco, which is west of McKinney. And then you have Allen, which is south of McKinney. And then up here, you got Prosper, which is, of course, there's not a lot of things to do up there. And then you got Anna Melissa North, Salina North, and then you got over here Princeton, which is east. So not a lot of things to do over on this area, but more so on down here and in these areas. So these are the places that you're going to really want to go to. You're going to hang out in Plano if you want. You can go to, let's say, Carrollton if you want to hang out there. You can go down to Addison, Richardson area. So obviously, as you can see, really there isn't a lot of things to do in the north side and the east side of McKinney, but there are more things on the west side and then the south side of McKinney. So those are the things to do outside of McKinney. Now let's go inside McKinney and see what there are things to do in McKinney. Now in McKinney, let's say for example, this is historic right here, historic downtown McKinney. That's kind of like in my vlog I share with you a lot of just shops, restaurants, coffee shops, dessert shops, a lot of things to do here. This is where you can obviously walk around, and there's quite a bit of things to do here in historic downtown McKinney. You're going to be surprised if you go there. It's not like something small, like for example, Louisville, downtown Louisville is a bit small, but historic downtown McKinney is rather big. So it's very fun out there. There's a really nice pizza place that I really love to go to with my family. So historic downtown McKinney is probably the most touristic attraction that you can go to. Over here you got the Her Natural Science Museum. So this is for people who love this kind of, scenery, and so you can hang out here. Really cool area as well. So these are obviously east of the 75 freeway. And then you have up here Sam's Club for those who are Sam's Club members, and then you have up here Costco. So on the 380 you got Costco and Sam's Club. So that's kind of the good thing. They are in the midst of building another Costco here in this area. I think it's going to be on Stacy, around that area. So that's for people who live kind of like on this south side. So that's, definitely good. To get from like here up to this Costco, it's going to take you about 15 minutes. So that's definitely going to save you a lot of time if you live on that area. You have here the Adriatic Village, and this is very European-like. Check out my vlog later. It's beautiful, nice water park. They have like weddings there as well, like outdoor weddings, and I've seen that before. And just a really nice area. They got some restaurants, believe it or not. Not like a lot, but they got some things to do there. And it's just kind of a nice getaway. It's a different feel. Like McKinney houses are very typical, right? Like all the other cities. But this Adriatic Village is very European. It has that different feel. So you're going to go there and be like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then you have here the Gabe Nesbitt Community Park. And this is a really big park with a lot of baseball fields. They got a skate park there. They got some tennis courts, pickleball court. And right next door to Gabe Nesbitt Community Park, you have a place called Apex Center, which is membership only. And they have indoor and outdoor swimming pool. They got gym. They got basketball court. They got a lot of things to do, like a community area for the residents. But for those who are not residents, can also go there as well. It definitely does cost a little more for non-McKinney residents. So just be mindful of that. And then over down here, you got District 121, which is a very new place with a bunch of restaurants and an outdoor area where kids can run around. And they also have like the big Jumbotron, like TV turn on, especially during like Cowboys games on Sundays. They kind of, show those games, which is pretty cool. And so you have District 121, which is fairly new, but just, a lot of people are starting to know about this. So really cool area to just hang out, grab a bite, grab some food, and just kind of, hang out with the family over there. So that's basically it. Oh, and then here are the schools. You got McKinney North High School up here. Over here you got Boyd High School, McKinney Boyd High School. You got McKinney High School over here. And then you got this. This is a new high school, Emerson High School. It's probably about like a few years old, very new high school, maybe about 2 years old or so. So you got these high schools kind of in McKinney. And as you can see, McKinney here, you got like a big, like I said, like a square here. And living up here is not like the best area just because it's going to take you, like I said, an extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you go down here, 75, like 10 minutes. But if you go local, then it's going to take about 15 minutes. So really depends on where you live. And of course, houses are going to cost more expensive on the south side because it's closer to all the other cities, right? Like 121 to get to other cities, just take 121 down or 75 down. But of course, house prices are going to cost less up here in this area. So that's kind of the McKinney area. Now let's go take a look at a virtual tour of a property in McKinney, Texas. So if you want to look at properties, you can just go to my website, danielagent.com, and you go into this buyers tab, you type in mortgage, you click on mortgage calculator, then you can, this is pretty cool, you can take a look at some house price. Let's go $450,000, or how much your mortgage payment is going to cost. $450,000. Let's just go, you're going to put a 3% down, 30 years, and let's just go we'll just keep it at 5% for now. I know it's not that right now, and we'll keep the HOA, we'll put the HOA as $50. We won't do the mortgage insurance. Let's just see how much this costs. So a $450,000 property with a 5% interest rate is going to cost you $2,400 or so. Property tax, mortgage insurance on top of that. So just be mindful of that. So you're thinking about like roughly about $3,000. Let's just bump this up to, let's go 6.5%, and you'll see the difference of it jumps up $400. So that's kind of the difference of a 5% to 6.5%, $400 or so. Let's go ahead and take a look at a property. Go search homes, click right there, search homes. And let's go single family residence right here. Status we'll put as active. McKinney we'll put it as a city. Click that. Max price, let's just go $450,000, not 450, but $450,000. Make sure to click that or click enter. And let's keep everything else the same, and let's search, and let's see what kind of houses show up in McKinney. So up here on the north side of McKinney, you get a house of 425, 4-bed, 2.5 bath for almost 2,400 square feet, $450,000, 2,300 square feet. Down here, kind of closer, so you can see already the difference of it dropping square footage of $2,000 of $448,000. And then here, this one's 425. So this is fairly reasonable with the north side. But of course, the interior and exterior of the house definitely does make a difference there. So here we have 445,000 at 1,800 square feet. Another house, 425 at 2,200 square feet. 443,000 at 1,700 square feet. 445 at 1,800 square feet. And then 430 at 2,000 square feet. So here, kind of in this area, you can see like, okay, we're talking about like 430 to 450 at about roughly 2,000 square feet. That's what we're thinking. Here you go up here. This house is priced at 430. It's kind of pricey up there. Okay, so like I said, 425 at 2,400 square feet, and then this being closer to Frisco, of course, is going to cost a bit more. But here's one at 430,000 at 1,800. And so you can kind of get that feel. 435, 1,854 square feet. Let's take a look at this property, see what this is like. This was built in 2003. 3-bed, 2-bath. Square feet is 1,800 or so. And let's take a look at the pictures of this house. So the outside looks pretty good. Looks, of course, we can't tell fully by the pictures, but it seems well maintained with the nice grass. You got like that porch area in the front, which is rather cool. Kind of just sit outside. Not a lot of people do, but it's just cool to have it. And you have the main entrance, and as soon as you go into the house, there is this living room here with a fireplace. So it seems the house seems a bit narrow, the living room, but when you look at it with all the furniture, it doesn't look too bad. And then you got this dining area right here, which is really nice. You got that dining area right here with this kitchen over here. So as you're cooking food, so here's a good picture of that. As you're cooking over here, you got like the kids in the living room over there. So definitely a very nice kind of open space from the kitchen to the dining to the living room. Now, of course, the dining, if it's like carpeted, isn't the best, right? So if I were to move in, I would definitely remove that carpet and change to laminate or vinyl or hardwood flooring, whatever you want. And that probably seems to be the entrance to the backyard. Ceilings are not too bad. It's not like completely open, but it's pretty high up there. You got gas over here, and then you got a small island, not too big, and then you also have the pantry over here. You got a breakfast bar here as well. So if you want to eat here, you can eat there as well. So you got two places to eat, obviously the breakfast, and then you got the dining area. But really, if you just eat, like, let's just say in the breakfast area, then really you don't need to have this as like the dining. You can just put it complete like living room if you want. Makes it a bit more spacious, right? So here's a primary room with carpet flooring, and this is virtually staged. It says right here, virtually staged. And then the primary bedroom, you got the primary bathroom, you got two sinks over here, you got the closet over here on the left side, you got the bathtub, you got the shower here. That's a walk-in closet. This is another bedroom, and this is a third bedroom, and then this is the full second bathroom, which is, just kind of like the same as all the other bathrooms. And then you got the washer dryer utility room, and you got a lot of cabinets up here as well. Not sure if you really need all that, but you can obviously use it for like storage, whatever you want to do. And here's a backyard. It looks pretty well maintained, like I said. You got like this covered area here. Here's like the full backyard. So not like too big of a space, but it's not too small. So I think pretty decent sized space. And then you got here the community swimming pool. Yeah, so that's kind of the house that we're talking about in the $435,000 price point of a 2003 year built. Square foot is 1,800, so almost 2,000, 3-bed, 2-bath. So that's the kind of house that you can get in McKinney. Let's take a look at another house. We'll go to, let's say, right here. Let's go with this one, $425,000, 2,200 square feet. This was built in 1998. 4-bed, 2.5-bath, $425,000. Let's get the photos. That's the front entrance. Got a huge tree right here. Looks like a two-story house. And then you have fireplace, living room over here. This seems to be the main entrance. So as soon as you come in, you got that. You got the stairs. You got the kitchen over here. You got the master bedroom. You got the bathroom here. Closet. And then this is the second floor with the bedroom, another bedroom, bathroom. This is the backyard of the house. And so looks pretty nice, pretty big backyard here. And if we were to go to the top again and just kind of get a feel of what the house is like, as soon as you enter here, you got this on the left side, or not the left side, but like in front of you. And then you got the kitchen over on that side here. So I'm just trying to get a feel of the house. The photos you can tell, like, as soon as you go in, you got this side living room, and then you got the kitchen here on that right side. So you can't really tell exactly what it looks like, but you can kind of get a feel of what it is. And so you got like this breakfast area. So that's kind of the house that you can get here at, $425,000, 1998, 4-bed, 2.5-bath, over 2,000 square feet. So 2,200 square feet. So those are the houses that you can get in McKinney. What do I think about McKinney? I think it's a great city. As you can see, you can get a house in the low 400,000s. Built here would be about like 2,000 or so, and you can get a house of like 2,000 plus square feet. So definitely a great area to buy a house at the moment. So now you know a lot about McKinney, Texas. And if you're thinking of moving in a few weeks, a few months, or a year down the line, feel free to call, text, email, whatever you prefer. I'm happy to help you move to Dallas, Texas. And if you like this video, make sure to click that like button. If you haven't done so, make sure to subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.